All right, we got the. I don't know what Ginger's doing back there, but she's up to something. Got the WRE out, whatever you call that bike. Now, let's get the Triumph out of the way as well. And then I got some availability to work on this nice Hour Twin. There's the kid going to work out in the Subaru WRX. I drove that yesterday over to the garage, and that clutch is really weird. There's not a lot of play in that clutch. There's just not. I mean, it's crazy. You push all the way down before it even kind of releases on that. You know, so it is a weird. I never drove that car, and after driving yesterday, it's like, wow, this thing really is funky. Because the minute you let off the minute you push in that clutch all the way to the floor, it finally disengages. But then as you kind of bring it up, it instantly engages. So it is very different from the Camaros and other stick shift vehicles I've driven. So let's see where she goes. There's Gate, because Prince and Gypsy are now. The only downside now for me is I'm in here working a shop, and these guys here have a tendency that they can just disappear on me. Good deal. All right, now we get the bike strapped down so that when I put her on the lift, I'm not worried about this thing falling off this lift as I try to work on it. Now, the fun part, raising her up. All right, the compressor has got enough air in it, so let's go ahead and do this thing here now. Raise her up. She hits the ceiling. All right. See about where I want this height-wise. This isn't too bad right there. Yeah, I think that's about right. I can always raise it up more. So right now, that works perfectly. Okay, got the ramps all the way. So now I'm going to strap this thing down before I do anything.
And I'm back again. I gotta look at the mirror to see if this little white light comes on. So now, I saw the pieces. I think we're in good shape. Got the head pipe, just here later, everything out, so I think I'm okay. So now what they recommend is you start taking apart the heat shield, and I guessed on that, so that's the wrong size. But let's get the right size, right? That's the goal here. Oh, I'm back with the artificial intelligence smart glasses. Here we go, everybody. I just charged them up. How much time would go these things? But I figured I would do the glasses right now so that you can see me as I use my hands. I can use both hands, and it's interesting how these glasses move around a lot. They don't get my voices clear, but it is what it is, and I think it's just kind of neat that I can sit here and do things, and you can watch me do things as I take all this stuff apart. This is quite the extravagant system here that I have bought for this motorcycle, probably a good 3 to 6 months ago. I can't even remember, to be very honest with you. Got a lot of cool stuff here, and once again, I have no idea what I'm even into. I saw a video of a guy doing this. I didn't watch the whole thing, but it doesn't look like it's that radically hard. Or am I kidding myself? But I guess the worst case scenario. I watched the guy's video again, or I just ship this off to the dealership and they finish what I created, being incompetent and not knowing what I'm doing. So here's the warranty product. I've been told that you don't have to change or remap this bike. I don't know if I believe it or not. Maybe I misunderstood that incorrectly, but here it is, hopefully, the installation instructions that shows you everything here. So what's interesting here is, where is that? I don't know. I mean, why would I have to take the whole head pipe assembly off? That'll be a bummer if I have to do that. So here's that. So it's showing the head pipe. So I guess, yes, you take it off. But where is the new assembly to what I'm doing? Which I don't know. Here is one piece, here's two piece, so I would guess that this is maybe it. I have no idea, everybody. Clueless on this, on what I'm going into, but it's okay. You learn as you trial and error on this, but where's like the parts list? That's what I would be more intrigued to know. Is there a parts list on this? And I don't really see that. Maybe I saw it. So I just don't know. So once again, I'm going to his. Right. So let's see if I get the right size. I had a 6mm. My guess is this is metric. I think this bike's built in Japan. So there it is. It's a 5mm. So let's get my little gun out. I'm going to start getting this thing taken apart. There's the first little doodader. Then once this comes off, it's supposed to be these four right here. That's plastic. That's crazy. Let's see what this here. Never seen a gun. What a gun is great. Pretty cool now. You can kind of see me working with my hands because, ooh. Uh-oh. Thought I stripped it out for a second. Yikes. So there's another part. There's those two pieces. Here's all the little screws, which will put all the stuff in a little bag so that if you want to put it back to original, you can. There's the first thing it said to do. So now the next thing it says for us to do is up here and here. So we're going to take the exhaust clamp off, and this here as well. I would think this would be a bigger head. Yes, it is. I would think that there, probably a 12. So let me get my other size tools out here for us. Probably put this back. All right. So now we're going to take off the actual muffler. So this is 12. Okay, good job. This was, I think, a 6mm up here. Just may not have enough power for that. Probably an extension to get in here on this one here. Maybe not. Yeah, see that little gun. Isn't the torquiest of them all. Let's see if we can get it to go a little better now. Get rid of that there, right? So, good there. Hold that up there. This should probably just now slip out. My guess. Yeah, it seems to be coming. A little tight. We got her. There we go. How about that, everybody, huh? Now that's a piece of exhaust that's definitely got some weight to it. So this may go faster than I think, famous last words. Alright, so now the dogs, the troublemakers, are here. So now the heat shield on this thing isn't really, it's not showing on the heat shield me taking that off, but it's showing me taking sensors off. So I'm kind of on my own right now, figuring this out. But I believe I could take like this off to get. I mean, this is like on both sides. So it's saying now disconnecting heat sensors. So I'm not so sure on that. Right here, it's showing this here. And then up there, but it's not showing you taking apart the engine guard, which this may assume, and everybody has this engine guard, that's my guess. So let's see if we're back to this 6mm or 5mm, I should say. And let's see if we get this off. So once again, this is all the way around the bike. So I'll have to go to the other side as well, I think. Let me get underneath here too. So, through here. Look, there's another one. And you would think this would be a two-piece. It is. Okay. So now, get underneath here. Okay, that makes all more sense now. Which I only assume this will be reused. So I'll set this aside. Up here, all my screws up there, because start working on things, what happens, you lose stuff. That's your biggest challenge. So I'm going to make this my little parts area over here, so I'm not losing stuff. Yeah, come on back. These guys are always chasing something. Come on back. Come on back. So there's three. Where's the fourth one? Diesel! Where's Rebel? Can't keep track of them. Diesel! Rebel! Rebel. He was in the barn. Oh my goodness gracious. Alright, now I got my more powerful lighting here. So here's one of the sensors that I need to take off. And I wonder if this heat shield, so does this have like these little heat shield things here? I think it does. Like the Harleys do. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to take all those off. Well, how about this? I bought Julie really nice tools. We've never ever used them. So we finally get a chance now to use them. All dusty. I went out and bought Julie that really nice tool set. And after all that, then she did her thing. I was like, oh my God. Anyways, good news is that's history, thank God. Feel safe for the moment. Alright, so now I'm going to get into that. Alright, so it's a number 8. Follow some of the heat shield stuff. So I'm going backwards. Alright, let's get up underneath here. I'll probably just slide this side. No, you can't slide it off because it comes like that. Then you get it all the way out. Good. Okay, so there's that. Does this thing have one? Something else here, I think, personally. It's like this is more attached to this whole assembly. That's interesting, it has that one there. Oh, there's got to be something I'm missing here, buddy. But this is like connected to the whole head, which that doesn't look too challenging. I'll find out here shortly. But they recommend you take these off now. Okay, so getting this sensor off on the right side is a bitch. Getting it off on this side is actually accessible and very easy. I've already actually gotten that loosened. So, other side, I don't know. Without getting my grinder out, I just don't know how I'm going to do that because I can't get the angle in there to get the wrench to catch it. It's not really that tight. So the good news is, it comes off rather easy. But I just can't get my wrench in there to bust it loose. So this here should pretty much pop out here any second. Alright, now this side is brutal. I'm having it very creative. I just happen to have a cut off end of a open end wrench that fits this size. So I'm up in here right now trying to get this up in here. And what I'm going to do is take one of my other wrenches and get over this somehow and leverage it. That's what I'm doing right now. Is there any way of me getting that? I don't know. It's just, I need something to push down with. It's just, this is very challenging. I'd rather just cut the front shield right here and I can get to it, but let me first try to get creative on my idea with my multi-wrenches here. But it's just, I don't have anything to grab on how to do this here. So,
Well, howdy doody, everybody. Wow. Welcome to Ice Age TV, or Sick Age. Yeah, Sick Age. I am very sick, actually. Believe it or not, I worked half a day, and I'm taking the rest of the half a day as a sick day on leave. And you know what you do when you leave work? You go home and you work on something. That's what you do. For me, guess what I'm going to do, everybody? I'm finally getting motivated, as sick as I feel, to take on the Honda Acura Twin, redo the exhaust system, head pipe, the whole 9 yards on the Akrapovic exhaust. It's supposed to make this thing sound really cool, really neat. And that's what I'm doing, even though I feel like crap. So I got the bike all strapped down, moved my other bikes out of the way, never enough room in the shop. And I'm going to see how far I get today on taking apart this exhaust. And I bought the new AI glasses, which those out there that watch my channel are already saying they ain't the greatest. So, but I think I'll use them once I get these charged up. But for the moment, I'm on my handheld phone as usual. But I think I'm going to convert over to that as I start to take the bike apart. And see how far I get, everybody, because I just feel like crap. The riding Sunday all day in that cold weather, it got me. It definitely got me good. That's all I can say is I'm just got like a deep cough. And, yeah. I just feel terrible. And it's that time of the year. It's colder out, and your body's just cold all day long, and that's what I'm dealing with. So, but I just can't sit around. I just can't do it. I just can't sit down. So here I am in my shop enjoying and if you know my shop, I have some really nice artwork. It ain't cheap artwork. It's expensive artwork, but I love my my artwork in my shop. That's what it is. And do you think I like motorcycles? I love motorcycles. That's been my whole life and continues to be my life. So stay tuned for the Honda Acura Twin, a.k.a. the Hadaka, which I have the only person in the state of Virginia I know that has this personalized tag. Most people have no clue what Hadaka means. Look it up. That's the true beginnings of the hair scrambler guys, the motocross guys out in the West that brought to you, really created the Honda product, the Suzuki, the Kawasaki, Yamaha. Those guys really created the market for the future motocrossers and hair scramblers, KTM, Penton, the list goes on and on and on. Bull Taco, Gas. Can I name them all? I can't. So stay tuned, everybody. Well, those died. Those things don't last very long. Those things are like $150. And yeah, they're not the greatest. They die. So they already died. But here's the thing. Pretty cool. I outsmarted this exhaust. I was able to get really creative here and use my modified I cut that thing years ago and bust loose this this nut. So I'm making progress here. I'm going to get the emission sensors off of this thing. Pretty cool. Okay, we're making progress here. Got my 12 millimeter socket, deep socket, and I'm getting to the head pipe now. So this head pipe is going to come off here shortly. So with a glimmer of hope, this can go a little better than I thought. I'd be dealing with here on the new exhaust system for the Alpha Twin. Dogs are out here going nuts. Let's see what they're doing. Hey, Princey. What you doing, Prince? Yeah, who the hell, where'd they go? I can't keep track of these dogs. Incredible. They were just running around the yard here a second ago. I don't think they're far. Okay, now that side, this right, that one wasn't even tight. It wasn't even tight, but that left nut was tight. That was challenging. It's a little concerning. So the good news is, got those two head pipe nuts off, but it's very tight. Now to this side here. And shabam, shabam. So the head pipe, these are now come off the bike. Now it's about busting loose this right here. And I think this whole exhaust is going to come off the bike. So that's the next project here. There's the kid. I can hear her car. Surprised others haven't heard her. Let's see. I swear I heard her car. Guess not. And voila! There she is. Okay, so now I would guess you have a new exhaust. Donuts, or do we? This bike's so new, I don't know why I would need that. So, I'm going to jump the pages here, everybody. So now we're into springs. And what's the deal with that there? Not real sure on that. So there's the new ones. So which one goes where? I think the longer one to the right and shorter one to the left. Be my guess. All right, so now this is debatable how we're doing all of this. Like this stuff here, I don't know what all that is going on there. Apparently use the same thingamajiggers here. So interesting. All right. Huh. Well, I swear that's his WRX motor. Yep. Prince! Prince! Gypsy! Here she comes. Oh, she's going to the house. Well, she's up to something, everybody. What do you think she's up to? I bet you she's going to give her car a bathy. That would be my guess. It's a bath time for the ice girl.
Can't walk. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Woo!
So they shipped the new tag to Dad's house, and they can't find it a month ago. I called DMV today. They gave me a brand new tag on September 19th. And down south, they've called. They don't know where it is.
Popcorn?
Yeah.
Come here.
Hey, look what I'm doing. Come here. Look what I'm doing. Come here. You come here. I'm on the Hadaka exhaust project.
Looks really nice.
Oh boy. Yeah, what do you want? What are you gonna do? Wash your car?
Yeah.
Okay. Up to.
I squatted 165 pounds for 15 reps.
Wow.
What do you think of that?
Pretty impressive.
Do you think that's good?
Yep.
Then I did 100 sit-ups.
Wow. Wow. Did you have to go blanket Cadillac?
Maddie is so sweet. She literally texted me. She just did it. I didn't even ask her to.
Wow. You're
She
lucky.
just did it. Like
You're
I didn't
lucky.
even ask her to.
You're a lucky gal.
I know. That's all I have to say.
Hey, those glasses don't last very long. You maybe get 10 minutes out of them, the battery
That's
dies.
what you're paying for. But Mac warned you about that. He said you can only video 3
No,
minutes.
but the glasses just die after X amount of minutes. Not the
The
video.
glasses are not going to keep up with you. I'm just going to tell you that.
Okay. Wow.
Dad.
Okay. Are we making headway? I think we are. A little complicated. First, thought they gave me the wrong exhaust. Yikes. All right. I was getting worried. I was like, where the hell is the sensor? But this is interesting how this kind of works. And to me, it just doesn't. I swear the guys at the factory put these on backwards. These aren't right because this isn't going to attach correctly. So I swear the dumbasses at the factory used the wrong side for this shit. What a joke. Because it's not lining up correctly. Look over here, that spring is on the opposite side. So did I do that wrong? I guess I did it wrong. Yeah, but see, it's not right because that's on the upper side. See, this is on the below side. So I swear these guys put the exhaust. I'll probably have to drill out my own holes, which that'll be tough. These guys didn't do it right. The head pipe thing isn't done right. It just doesn't end. Yep. Guarantee the guy, whoever put these together, they didn't put them together right. Nope. So this is a project. Well, as always, you gotta be smarter than the damn instructions, I guess. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's a project. Now it's a project, everybody. Alright, now I'm just gonna start kind of putting things together, see if this thing makes any sense. Well, now I'm really confused. This just literally slid out of this whole assembly right here. What the hell? Well, I guess the spring keeps this thing together in so many ways. That's very interesting how that is like, that just doesn't make, well, I guess it makes sense, but it doesn't make sense. But now I gotta tighten down this oxygen sensor that's been eliminated or something, whatever you call the thing. Well, there you go. You just slip in to each other and then line that up. That's pretty cool. And then springs hold that tight together. All right, we're getting there, even though I question what I'm doing. And voila, I just put it all together. The debate is, how do you now attach your protective bottom? All right. Let's give her a start. See what happens. All the sensors are working right. But like I say, how do I get that? How does this attach to that? I don't think you can. Well, howdy doody! Holy crow, everybody. I finally did it. I finally did the Akrapovic, however you pronounce it, exhaust on my Honda Africa Twin that I bought probably 6 months ago. I just finally finished the installation. Got a whole little video of me doing it. Not a real big thing there, but I used my AI smart glasses, but those things just die, so you kind of see that in my video when I make it. But here it is, big after it. I didn't do a before sound, stupid me. But anyways, the only thing that's kind of negative here is you lose your rear protection. So here, this is a whole assembly here in the old exhaust that I guess if I wanted to pay a guy to weld it for me, I could take this whole assembly right here and take it out and remount it to the bike, to that exhaust, to get my full, I guess your bottom protection plate, because you don't have that capability. So basically this should be like this, kind of like this here, or something like that. So anyways, the, oh well, it's pretty cool. The bike sounds good, so let's start it up. Let's hear the bike. So, if you want, publishing the whole video of me doing this here shortly, but that's it. So I finally knocked it out, everybody. But like I said, my bummer is I lost my bottom protection plate on the right side. Not the end of the world, but I guess if you want to pay a welder, he could probably weld that back on and make that work. So that's the big shebang for the day. Another project. And I did 2 exhausts today. Did my Honda Africa Twin. And I did my other Grom with the Yashimura exhaust, which that has nothing in comparison to that there, but I'll let you listen to it. So it's the day of exhaust, everybody. Yippee yahoo, right? So do we do a mac and cheese date with the Subaru WRX tomorrow? I don't know. I'm feeling like crap. I'm not that in good shape right now, but that's it. God bless. Have a great evening. Well, I'm getting some responses. Old School Jerry's saying I'm overlooking something here. Maybe I am. And he's saying there's a mounting bracket here for these bottom plates. But I'm not seeing that. So I just don't see that on this assembly. And this is all TIG weld. This is all like welded on here as far as I can tell. But you know, I'll investigate to see what I can do. I mean, you can always modify things, but for the moment, I think that's a different, I think it's an earlier production exhaust that had that mounting plate, I guess. I don't know. But anyways, appreciate the, you know, commenting and saying, hey man, there's something there for you and you don't see it, but I don't see that mounting bracket that you're showing that other guy's video. Because you really need a mounting bracket here and a mounting bracket back here for this all to kind of come together. So, but I don't know, but it's all right for the moment. Works for me, but thank you, Jerry.